Ooh boy, do I have a word for y'all today. But first, let me give you a quick little update on Buddy. One day, after his miraculous healing, he is eating and drinking just fine. And he has had zero issues with food or water since then. So back to what I was saying. Have you ever been reading through the Bible, especially in the Old Testament, and you just think to yourself, like, wow, these people are really dumb? Like when the Israelites were in the wilderness and Moses takes a little too long up on the mountain, and so they make a golden calf out of their jewelry and then worship it. Like, bro, you just pulled that thing out of the oven yourself and you think it has special powers to save you? Make it make sense. But then it kind of hit me. We do the same thing. I mean, we're not making statues out of our jewelry, but we worship the things that we've made. For example, if you're sick and you're praying to God, please God, make me better. Please take my pain away. And then he does, we say things like, wow, the medicine must have worked. And guess who made medicine? Man did. Or if you need a financial miracle and you're praying to God to help you with your finances, and then a check arrives in the mail and it's, you know, a bank fee that you overpaid on, and you say, wow, must have been a fluke at the bank. Thank you, bank. And guess who established banks? We did. Mankind. And listen, I'm not dissing medicine and I'm not dissing banks. I'm saying that those are tools that God can use to get you what he's trying to get you. It's like, again, the Israelites in the wilderness, when they had snakes invade their camp. And they prayed to God, oh God, we're so sorry. We sinned against you. Please save us from these snakes. And God tells Moses to set up a bronze serpent on a pole. And he says, whoever looks at this serpent after they've been bit by a snake will live. And it worked. Fast forward a little bit and we see that Hezekiah has to destroy the bronze serpent that Moses created because why? People started to worship it. People thought that the bronze serpent had power in and of itself, rather than seeing it as a tool that God used to heal them. That would be like somebody building a house for you and you sending a thank you letter to their hammer. The hammer didn't build the house. The hammer played a part in building the house, but it was just a tool that the construction team used. We've got to start giving credit where credit is due. These things are not saving us. God is. These are just tools that he's using along the way. And we try to reason it out in our mind. And we say that we're being realistic because it's easier for us to believe in something that we can see and feel. It's not as easy for us to have faith in a God that we can't see. That's why this path is narrow. That's why a lot of people choose not to follow him, because the other way is just easier. The other way makes sense to our brains, and we don't like it when things don't make sense to us. And if you're able to logic and reason everything, it makes you feel like you have a little bit of control over your life. Because not having control is scary. But when you're willing to relinquish that control, and when you're willing to say, God, I don't understand, but you know what? I don't have to. That is when he takes you places that you never could have dreamed of. That's when he steps in and really shows you who he is. And honestly, there's nothing like it. So I would just encourage you today. Choose the scary thing. Choose the less easy thing. And give credit where credit is due. Believe that God is the one orchestrating all of this in your life. I also have a quick announcement to make. Starting tomorrow, that's Wednesday, October the 11th at 12 noon, I am going to start doing live videos every Wednesday at 12 noon Central Time. It's really difficult to respond to everybody's DMs, so this will be a way that will just help you get your questions answered. I'll be able to disciple you, pray for you, do whatever I can to help you along your journey. So if you're interested in that, set yourself an alarm, and I'll see you tomorrow.